Good morning. So the plan for today is to work a bit at the interior of the Patrol and remove these plastic parts and work a bit on this side and then the other side. The plan is to remove these old carpets that are blindfolding the third row of windows. Of course, this being a utilitarian vehicle doesn't have any third rear windows. These are just plain metal, and the fact is that these old carpets are pretty smelly and dirty, so the plan is to remove them and replace them with the new carpet that I bought. It's also from STP, and what I also want, this appears to be a pretty tight fit, but what I also want is to maybe add some of this STP aero insulation dampening, because you see it sounds quite hollow, so I would expect that with a thin layer of STP aero things would improve, but I will see whether I have the required space inside for both the carpet and the insulator. Alright, so without further ado, let's just start disassembling. There are two clips here and here, and there are two screws that I can quickly undo, and then there are some plastic clips that are securing this entire plastic panel. In theory, this should be an easy operation without any complications or surprises along the way, but let's see. You never know what might arrive, what might happen. So removing this part, and now one clip. I think I will have to also remove this, and let's see, here is the clip. Okay, and now there are two more clips. Maybe I can get them by hand. Otherwise, I will have to... Okay. Perfect. So, as you can see, here's the old carpet, and the adhesive is not holding anymore, so I could easily peel this off. I can already see that the plastic trim made a template where it contacts the carpet. Okay, let's remove it. As I said, the adhesive is not holding at all. So thankfully, this is what they've used initially, is quite thick. It's quite thick layer of carpet. I'd say that it's 3 or 4, maybe even 4 millimeters thick, which is good because mine is 1.5, and the STP Aero, I don't really remember what the thickness is, but I would say it's around 2.3 millimeters. Great. So I will keep this aside so that I can measure it and cut the insulation to the required dimension. While here I'll inspect the seals. Looks like some standard auto grade silicone. Alright, so these panels apparently are custom made by Snooks Automotive BV and these are for Patrol GR Wagon 98 and above. Interesting. I always thought these were custom made for this car, for this particular car. Anyway, I will remove this because I need the adhesive to stick correctly to the entire surface. And now I will find a rag and some paint thinner and do a quick cleaning of this entire section. Alright then, so paint thinner, and let's get rid of all the grease, dirt, and possibly traces of the old glue. Yeah, the old glue is coming up. Not entirely, but sufficient for the new glue to adhere correctly. So yeah, for sure I will clean this thoroughly and then apply my STP insulation layer for the first layer, and we'll get rid of this hollow sound. This is quite a smelly job. Thankfully, I'm doing it outside. Because if I were in the garage, then I might as well get a headache or something. So I feel that I will get lucky, and both of my layers, the aero and the carpet, will correctly fit here. Good. So I think that's enough. The aero will successfully adhere to this panel, and hopefully we'll also get rid of some of the wobble. Not sure if you can see it on camera. If I gently, lightly press on these panels, they kind of wobble. Perfect. So far so good. Now I'm gonna cut the first layer of insulation to dimensions, and then apply the material with the roll. So this is the old carpet, and I will use this STP aero sheet. And thankfully it's the right size. It fits perfectly over that carpet. So this would be the best positioning in order to not lose any material and to optimize the cutting. The cutting goes like this. That's a good cut. Well, today is gonna be hot. The sun is up. It's 8 o'clock, and I will be working in the sun for more than half of this day. But let's now concentrate on this panel and check whether I did a good job or not. So it fits here, and it also fits down there. Now I'll start by removing the paper layer and use this roll this roll to apply the material. It's a bit sticky. First, let's position it the best I can, and then I will use the roll to even up the entire material, especially the central part where the material was flipped at the factory. So in order to succeed with this operation, you'll have to start from the middle and slowly work your way on the sides so that no air bubbles are trapped under the material. This is the center. Now I'll go the other way. Let's see, like this. It's very sticky. It sticks to my gloves, which is unpleasant, but it is what it is. So slowly advancing my way and cutting the material with care not to damage the paint job, or worse, cut the silicone seal that they've used to seal these panels from the outside elements, especially rain, because you don't want water inside the car. All right, so I think that's a good job. So far, so good. Let's continue with the roll now to even out this section and to also finish the sealing this material. So the better you seal it and no air bubbles are trapped inside, the better it is for the metal of your vehicle, for the metal sections of your vehicle. This is the carpet. As I said, it's also STP. I don't know the code or the model, but it was sold by 10 meters roll, and I was lucky enough that the guy agreed to sell me only 2 linear meters. So it's a pretty thin carpet, way thinner than the other one, which is a plus for me. So this is the carpet cut to dimensions, and it fits perfectly. Fits like a glove. Yeah, I was right. That this is good, but it will make for a very difficult application. So from my experience with similar materials, very thin materials with very strong adhesives, I'll have a hard time to apply it correctly, but once applied it should stay there. So let's see. I have to avoid by all means that the adhesive sticks to itself. So I'll work slowly. From the center and then move to the sides. And slowly advancing, we're removing the plastic foil and working the adhesive. I'll use the same trick with the roll to make sure the adhesive is tightly sticked to the substrate. And the next step is to add the panel and check whether it still fits. Because if not, then I'll have a huge problem. Which I will have to solve somehow. But let's hope for the best and expect the worst. and let's see. Whether things will look good or not. What do you know? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. These will be held in place by screws. Once I will also install the lower side trims, which I'm not gonna do today, since I still have to work on this side of the car. And then immediately move on to the other side, as it's already hot. They announced today a 27 degrees Celsius centigrade, but my experience from this week, when we had 38 degrees Celsius, says that it's gonna be a hot day. So I'd better hurry up and complete the other side, and maybe I will have time for other activities at the car. Now moving on to the other side. It's the same, I'm doing the 2 clips. And then the screws. And now I will undo the clips. There is one here, one here, and I will remove the panel. And the situation here is similar. I will now remove this old carpet. The adhesive isn't holding any longer. So as you can see, it quickly comes off. And the surprise, this looks worse. There's a larger quantity of adhesive here, but let's clean it. The same treatment, with paint thinner as a cleaner. And the rag. Do the same as on the other side. I will remove the paper back. And then I will gently position the thing in place. And continue with the roll. Let's see. That's right. Now I'll take the roll, start working my way out to the extremities, one side at a time. Let's go with the same approach. And make sure the thing is aligned. And it is. And now just slowly peel off the adhesive foil. Let's start by carefully aligning the panel and hoping it will fit. And then I will just press these on. Now there's no need to tighten it completely. I will leave it be because I still have work to do on this side. I will have to install the lower side of the trim, and only then I will clip completely the entire plastic clips, and I will secure the handle completely.